Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome again. This is Stephanie May. I work with Paul Hoyt at Hoyt Management Group. Super excited tonight again to be here, and I welcome all of you here on the call, and thank you for joining us. I know that it's getting close to the holidays, and everybody's is busy and keeping is busy in the kitchen and everywhere else in the house getting ready for the holidays. Just to do a little housekeeping here today. We are going to chat with you about the business coaching program and the value that it's going to bring to you and your clients. And then we're going to show you how you can sign up at the end of the program. We ask that you be present, put your cell phones on, either turn them off or put them on a vibrate or put them to the side, turn the TV off and be present because we are going to share some amazing things here tonight with you. There is a chat log there, in the GoToWebinar interface. Let's make this interactive. You guys give us a chat with us, ask us your questions, connect with us one-on-one. We're here. We want to chat with you as much as we can. Hey, Barbara, I see you. This is Paul Hoyt, managing partner, a fantastic mentor, a phenomenal coach, one of the a managing partner of Hoyt Management Group. Paul has been been in business for over 50 years. He has mentored and supported over 50 years of personal development experience. 15 years of business consulting. He has worked with hundreds of companies across the globe. Founder of the Awaken CEO system, which is what we're going to be chatting about tonight. And he's professional coach with Barbara Wainwright of Wainwright Global Inc. as well. Paul, welcome to the call. Are you ready to get started?
I am ready to get started. Thank you so much for your introduction. I really appreciate that. You know, I have been working in business for over 50 years now, and for the last 15 years as a business consultant. And I have to tell you that I am way beyond passionate when it comes to helping small business owners. I'm really quite obsessed with helping small business owners and entrepreneurs be more successful. And that's because I really admire their courage. You know, they put a lot on the line whenever they go out into the business. They really give it everything they've got, even though that they know that the odds are against them. Most of the time, they really don't know how much the odds are stacked against them, but they're going for it anyway. And having worked with hundreds of them and having coached and met, you know, and trained thousands more of them, I really think that they're among the finest people on the entire planet. Almost every single one of them, you know, just wants to deliver a great product or a great service at a fair price, deliver significant value to their clients, get along with everybody, and take care of themselves and take care of their family in the process. So every time I get a chance to work with a small business owner, it really warms my heart. You know, and I've been working at this for decades. I started my first business in 1980, and ever since that time, ever since I had this grounded, you know, gut level understanding of the challenges of small businesses, you know, I've been after ways in which I could help myself be more successful in my business and help all of my clients be successful in theirs. So that's like, you know, 36 years or so I've been working on this stuff. And today I'm going to show you the Awaken CEO system for business coaching that we have created that can provide great value to you and your clients. We're going to talk about several things today. Well, I'll talk a little bit about being an awakened CEO. Then we're going to talk about the Awaken CEO growth process that we've created. And we're going to give you a lot of details on the Awaken CEO business coaching system. And then we're going to give you some information about how you can sign up and join us in helping business owners grow their business. First, what is this thing called an awakened CEO? Well, to me, awakened, I love the term awakened because it can represent so many things. To me, it represents at least two things: being mentally awakened and being spiritually awakened. Being mentally awakened means being clear, decisive, sharp, and focused. Being spiritually awakened to me means seeing yourself in the light of this bigger picture of our human experience. Seeing yourself as having responsibilities to help the people around you and opportunities to help the people around you. It's not just about you. It's about being a great person to everybody that you meet. Awakened CEOs are people who are working on themselves at multiple levels simultaneously. They're not just working in the business and want to have a successful business, but they want to be a successful spouse or partner. They want to be a successful parent. They want to be a successful friend to the people around them. They really want a balanced and comprehensive approach to life because they realize that the human spirit, it reaches out for actualization in a lot of different areas of life, financially, professionally, and personally. And the Awakened CEO system then is designed to support small business owners in their pursuit of living a harmonious, balanced life while they are starting and growing their business. The Awakened CEO system, I believe, is one of the world's leading platforms for the integration of business growth, professional growth, and spiritual growth all simultaneously. And the reason why is that almost every significant business breakthrough is preceded by a personal breakthrough of some kind. And I think that you know that as professional coaches. You know that as professional coaches that everybody we talk to has this greatness within. I call it the shared greatness. And it is this fear that people have that stops them from doing the things that they want to do, from doing the things that they may even know how to do. And when we remove that fear by having some sort of a personal breakthrough, it enables them to have incredible success in every area of their life, including business. So you may find people that are afraid of picking up the phone and making a sales call. You may find people that are afraid of speaking in public. Maybe they're afraid of, investing what they need to invest in a marketing program for some way. And when we get them through that personal breakthrough, when we help them make a step in personal growth, they can make steps in professional growth that allow them to do the things that they need to do to be successful in business. The Awakened CEO system, and specifically this business coaching system, then helps CEOs get very clear, because I love to say magic happens when you're clear. When you know exactly where you're going and how you are going to get there, magic can happen. The universe can actually magically align in your favor to help you take the steps that you want to take. The system helps you get organized, because it's really hard to be creative and positive and efficient when you're living in a state of chaos. And bringing some order and some organization to your life is critical to having great productivity. Our system helps you stay focused. We're going to talk a lot about that towards the end of the program. But great power and productivity come with focused energy. If your energy is diffused all over the place, it's very, very difficult to get anything done. This system helps our clients, your clients, make great choices, because the fewer mistakes that they make, the more money that they keep. And we want them to make great choices by being very clear on where they're going and how they are going to get there. And it helps them lead more effectively, because an aligned team is a more productive, efficient, and effective team than one that is not aligned. The Awakened CEO system helps our clients grow faster. When they get clear, when they get organized, when they can stay focused, they will grow faster. And the faster they grow, the more money that they're going to make. And it helps them be happier along the way too. This is part of the balanced and harmonious aspect of having a successful, well-oiled machine for your business. You learn how to manage your stress levels better. You experience less stress because things are going better in your life. And you can have a lot of awesome experiences every day. And in addition to and we do this because in addition to the many challenges that a leader faces, there are also other challenges in life. I don't know if you've experienced this as business coaches or as coaches to people, but sometimes it's the challenges with our family, or sometimes it's the challenges with our parents, or it's challenges with the neighbors, or it's challenges in unrelated areas of life that impacts our progress and our ability to do what it is that we want to do and need to do in the area of life that we're really focusing upon. So with the Awaken CEO system, with the focus on business growth, professional growth, and personal growth, we have an integrated approach to helping people discover their blocks and obstacles, overcome those blocks and obstacles, and then take great steps as they grow their business. One of the analogies I like to use is, imagine that you're going on a hike. Imagine that you're going on a hike across Rocky Mountain National Park, which would take you about 3 days. If you want to have a great experience, there's a couple of things that you can do. One, you can shorten the journey by taking a more direct path, by getting very clear on how you're going to get from point A to point B in almost a straight line. Shortening the journey helps make that journey much more productive and much more enjoyable. Lightening the load by aligning your team and maintaining focus so you don't actually do as much work because you're maintaining your focus and you're not making a lot of missteps. You're not taking a lot of journeys in the wrong direction and having to backtrack or leaving the trail for some reason. It also helps you grow stronger because by learning the life lessons that the universe is trying to teach you while you are growing your business, it really allows you to tap into your personal power much more effectively. And it allows you to enjoy the journey by experiencing less stress and greater joy along the way. And that's what I really love to do as a business consultant and as a teacher and a trainer of other consultants, is help everyone shorten the journey, lighten the load, grow stronger in the process, and enjoy the journey. Because life, as we know, isn't just about the destination. It really is about the journey. It's about, every single day doing everything we can to bring joy into our own lives and spread a little love and light in the lives of those people with whom we interact. Now you may be wondering, can you do this? And the answer is absolutely, because the process that we've designed is very simple and very elegant. You may be wondering, how can I coach business owners because I don't have 50 years of business experience? How can I coach somebody that has more experience than I have or is older than I have? But you can, because it's not consulting. The process we're going to show you today doesn't have anything to do with giving advice or doing stuff for your clients. It has to do with the traditional coach's mantra of we ask great questions, we help people figure out what their options are to consider, we help them make great decisions, and it is business coaching instead of life coaching, but it is still just coaching. All you have to do is be proficient in the process, and you can help anybody regardless of your experience in business and their experience in business. And you may also be wondering, can you implement these processes to help grow your own business? And the answer is absolutely yes. We want you to, because we want you to grow your businesses, because as you grow your businesses, you're going to be able to help more and more people. And that's what we're really all about, is helping a lot of people. That's you as coaches, who, by the way, when you sign up for this system, I consider each and every one of you to be a client of mine. And I want you to be successful just like any and every other client that we engage with. So we strongly encourage you to use this system in your own business so that you can grow faster, so that you can be clear, so that you can stay focused in your own business. And the value to you, we think, is absolutely enormous. It provides a proven system to grow your own business. It gives you the opportunity to help clients who are running a business, or even those who are just thinking about running a business. And it really can set you apart from other coaches. It gives you a unique, distinguishing tool set that you can use for the benefit of your clients. And here's a really kind of a surprise about this entire system, and an incredibly valuable one. This can be a perpetual system, because the framework I'm going to show you here in the next few minutes resets every 90 days. And that means when you take on a client, they may not just be a $1,500 or a $2,000 client. They can become a $10,000 client or a $20,000 client, because with a system that resets and starts over every 90 days, you have the opportunity for a very long engagement with each and every client that you work with. And further, when you find a consulting opportunity that's beyond your experience or desire to complete, you have the opportunity to gain referral revenues by referring those clients back to us at the Hoyt Management Group. We do a lot of things that are beyond business coaching, because we're really primarily consultants and coaches blended together. So we help large companies with strategic plans, we write business plans, we do financial models, capital engineering, and all kinds of things that are more traditional business consulting. So when you find a client that would gain value from those kinds of services, you can refer us and gain an affiliate or referral fee in that process. The Awaken CEO growth process is a 5-step process, which we're going to go through really briefly here. The first step is to set the vision. The second step is to determine your status. The third step is to develop your plans. The fourth step is to gather the resources necessary to execute that plan. And the fifth step is execution. So let's go through those really quickly because we've integrated the 5-step Awaken CEO growth system into our business coaching process, as you'll see here in just a second. So step number 1 is to really set the vision, to get very clear on where you want to go first, to understand what this future is that you intend to create for yourself. And I know that that's a key part of your coaching process because, of course, I've been through Barbara's coaching training program myself, and I love that part of it. We get very clear on the vision that we have for ourselves, on this beautiful vision of a possible future, one that we are determined to embrace for ourselves. Second step is to know the status, to analyze our position, to really understand the stage of business and our strengths and weaknesses in business so we know where our gaps are. And I'm going to talk a lot more about gap analysis in just a minute. Step number 3 then is to create the plan, to build a step-by-step plan to close any of those gaps and get you from where you are today to where you want to be without wasting time and money so that you can execute your plan in a straight line and it won't have any wasted steps. Step number 4 is to gather your resources. Now that you've done your gap analysis and you've created your plan, you know exactly what resources you need to gather in order to execute your plan. Any funding, any teammates, any other resources, education that you might need. And then it's on to step 5, which is to execute and follow up tenaciously, to take massive, focused actions in the direction of your dreams, to improvise, adapt, and overcome and get around all of the obstacles and challenges that are in your way. And that is the 5-step Awaken CEO growth process that we have implemented into our business coaching structure. And here's the business coaching structure, which is a 5-step coaching program that we will teach you to use with your clients. Step number 1 is a business clarity questionnaire. Step number 2 is a phased growth strategy. Step number 3 is a business foundation profile. Step number 4 is a 90-day growth plan. And step number 5 is implementation and execution follow-up sessions. Let's take these one by one. The first step is a 90-minute, by the way, each one of these coaching sessions, except for the implementation sessions, are 90 minutes long. So that's why they carry a reasonably, I would say, quality price tag associated with them. The business clarity questionnaire takes about 90 minutes to complete with your client and creates great clarity for you and your client when it comes to the visions and the goals and the objectives and the key messages of the business. Gives you an opportunity to really establish trust and rapport with your clients. If they're a current coaching client, I know you already have that, but if they're new clients, this really sends the message to them that you care and that you're very, very interested in knowing everything about their business so that you can help them create great plans and implement those plans. And it's used to establish the foundational information for the rest of the coaching sessions. There are 8 different sections to the business clarity questionnaire, 25 questions in total. The first section is what are we building and why, where they get an opportunity to talk not only about what it is that they want to accomplish, but why they want to do this in the first place. Section number 2 is who do you serve and how do you serve them? Who is your target market and what are their characteristics? And what products and services do you have? And what is the value that you bring to your clients? Third section is on how do you reach your customer, which is all about marketing. What are your lead generation programs? How are you positioned in the marketplace? How are you reaching prospects and customers? Step 4 is how do you sell to those customers? Is what sales programs do you have in place? Are you selling online? Are you selling products in boutique department stores? Are you on Home Shopping Network? Do you have your own webinar programs? Are you giving sales videos and sales webinars? How are you actually engaging with your prospects in order to share with them the value of the products and services you have? Step number 5 is, how do you service your customers? I mean, how do you actually deliver your products? How do you distribute your physical products if you have them? And then how do you provide services to your clients if you have a service business? And then what is the current status? Where are you today? What's going well? What's not going well? Who's on your team? What kind of revenues are you experiencing today, etc.? And then what are your immediate goals? If you could wave a magic wand, what are the top 3 or 4 things that you would fix right now in your business over the course of the next 30, 60, 90 days? And then we have a miscellaneous question set at the end of it, which is what else? Once you get these 25 questions asked and answered from your clients, both you and your client will have great clarity on where the business is, where they want to take the business in the future, what their current status is. You'll have a start of awareness of what their gaps is and the start of an awareness of a little bit of a strategy on how they're going to get from where they are to where they want to be. And in step 2, which is the phased growth strategy, that's when we work with our clients to help them begin to create that step-by-step plan to get them from where they are to where they want to go. And the phased growth strategy breaks those long-term goals, this 3 to 5 year vision that they've got, into mid-term goals, not short-term goals, but mid-term goals to start off with. And we typically advise you to have a phase 1, a phase 2, and a phase 3 of your growth. And these phases may be from 6 to 12 months, but it really does vary depending upon the business model. We'll talk a lot more about this when we get into the actual coaching training program itself. But sometimes those phases are 3 months, sometimes they're 6 months, sometimes they're 12 months. It really depends on the business itself. Some businesses are seasonal. Some businesses may have a compelling event that's going to come up in the next 90 days, so phase 1 is 90 days long. The reason why we break this into midterm goals and into phases is because your client typically, when they're looking at this 3 to 5 year vision for themselves, they're seeing a really large flight of stairs. And what we want them to do is just focus on the next 3 steps. The next 3 steps in a typical planning horizon is 18 to 24 months. And break that into phase 1 and phase 2 and phase 3. And a good analogy would be if you were driving from Los Angeles, California to New York City, a very good thing to do would be to think about that in terms of days. That's going to be about 3 to 4 days on the road. So in phase 1, we're going to drive from Los Angeles to Denver, Colorado. In phase 2 or day 2, we're going to drive from Denver, Colorado to, say, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then in day 3, we're going to finish that journey. And breaking that journey into those 3 midterm steps really helps make it seem more achievable and helps us maintain our focus. For every phase in the plan that we come up with, we're going to ask them about major goals. We're going to ask them who needs to be on the team in this phase of growth, any challenges that they anticipate in this phase of growth, and a lot more questions. As you'll see when we get into training you on the phase growth strategy, we ask a lot of questions. And this is starting to take this vision and starting to create a clear roadmap for them. And all of a sudden, it becomes much easier for them to turn this vision into reality because they're starting to see the path to success. They're starting to have that roadmap. Next thing that we want to do is work on the business foundation profile. And the business foundation profile is primarily a gap analysis tool. In 2004, I wrote my first business book called The Foundation Factor. And in the Foundation Factor, I defined 7 different key performance areas of success. Those key performance areas are leadership, sales, service and delivery, marketing, product development, operations, and financial management. And it's really important for you to understand in your business and for your clients to understand in their business how they are really doing in each area of the business. You know, there are some famous other coaching programs out there that have an interesting mantra that they say, which is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I don't know if you've heard that, and I don't know if you've bought into that or not, but I tell you, when it comes to business, nothing could be further from the truth. The number one reason why businesses are challenged is because they are really good at something, but they really suck at something else. That certainly was my challenge when I first started in business. In 1980, when I started my first business, I was a really talented computer programmer. I was a pretty good leader. I was pretty good at accounting, but I'd had no idea what sales and marketing were all about. Worse yet, I thought that I knew what sales and marketing were all about, but I really didn't even understand the difference between sales and marketing. And that's what I find with most small business owners. They are really, really good at one or two or three things, but they're not very good in the other areas of business, and that is what is really slowing them down and shutting them down. Some of you listening to the call today live, or listening to this recording, maybe nodding your head and going, boy, that is true. I am really a great coach. Once I engage with my clients, I provide incredible value to them, but I'm struggling with sales and marketing. And that, by the way, is typical of most businesses. The number one challenge for most businesses today is marketing, is lead generation and sales, turning those leads into prospects. So you can be a great painter, but not have a very good painting business. You can be a great coach, but not have a good coaching business. You can be a great business consultant, but not have a good consulting business if you have a deficiency in one of those other areas of business. And in step 3 of our business growth coaching process, we determine what your business foundation profile is. And here's an example of a business foundation profile. This one, by the way, is a typical foundation profile that I see. You know, somebody who is really strong in product delivery and product development. They're really good at working with their clients and bringing great value to their clients. And they're okay with leadership and operations administration and financial management. Not so good at sales because they haven't been trained in sales and they don't have years of experience in sales. And they're really not good at marketing because they don't have any idea what marketing really is and what best practices in marketing are today. And by the way, marketing is the toughest one of the areas because it keeps changing so much. This is very similar to the circle of personal perspective that comes through Wainwright Global's coaching program. In that particular case, it's about relationships and financial matters and spiritual matters and wellness or health matters. There's a 6 different areas of the personal perspective pie. We have defined 7 in our particular pie, but we're doing a gap analysis just like you do in your coaching program. But this is very specific to business. And we're doing it on several different levels. We're doing a positional gap analysis, which says where are we today relative to where we want to be. A functional gap analysis, which says what do we know how to do, how good are we at the things that we need to be good at in order to achieve the success that we really want to achieve. And a resource gap analysis, which says, you know, what don't I have in order to grow my business? Am I lacking in fun? Am I lacking in teammates? Am I lacking in space? Am I lacking in suppliers? You know, what do I need? So when we take all 3 of those together, the positional gap analysis, the functional gap analysis, and the resource gap analysis, then we have a very clear picture, and our clients have a very clear picture of where they are today relative to where they need to be in order to achieve phase 1 of their business growth. And that's right, this is all relative to phase 1. We don't care about what they need to be, 3 years, 5 years down the road. The only thing we're focused on is what do you do in order to achieve success in phase 1 of your growth. What resources do you need? What expertise do you need? What do you need to know how to do that you're not doing today so that you can close that positional gap and achieve what you want to achieve in phase 1 of your growth? After we've completed the business foundation profile, we move on to the 90-day growth plan. And the 90-day growth plan is where we turn the strategic plan into the tactical plan. It is a very, very powerful communication tool that simplifies team alignment and communication and focus for highly creative entrepreneurs especially. I've had clients that have used the 90-day growth plan in their Monday morning staff meetings with the rest of their team for years because of the clarity that it brings to everybody who is focused on helping the company achieve their 90-day goals. It really does facilitate open team communications, and that means that everyone understands the goals that you have and what role that they are playing to help the team achieve those goals. The 90-day growth plan, with that we define the top 3 to 5 goals so that we can maintain our focus. We determine what needs to be done in month 1, month 2, and month 3 in order to achieve those goals over the next 90 days. And again, as I said earlier, this is where strategy is really translated into tactics so that you and your clients can stay focused and take action. So remember our previous staircase diagram where we talked about phase 1. This takes the first 90 days of phase 1 and breaks it into month 1 and month 2 and month 3 so that we're just looking at a few really critical steps in order to make great progress on our journey. You know the old saying that says a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Well, the journey of creating a very large business over 3 to 5 years starts 1 month, 1 week at a time. The key is, what do we do today in order to make the best progress we possibly can on reaching our goal of 3 to 5 years down the road? And that's what the phased growth plan and the 90-day growth plan do for you and your clients, is help take those big goals and break them down into smaller goals and then into month-by-month goals so that they can focus and achieve what it is they want to achieve. And now that you've created the 90-day growth plan, now you and your clients are very clear. You're clear on your vision of the future. You're clear about the gaps that you have and the ones that you need to complete and close. You're clear on the step-by-step plan that you need to execute so that you can achieve your goals. And just remember that there's absolute magic in this clarity. Boy, I have seen smiles come on the faces of my clients so many times because all of a sudden they had that roadmap. And for most people, by the way, there are some people, of course, that say, hey, we're going to drive to New York City. We're in Los Angeles. We're going to drive to New York City. And they just run to get in the car. They don't even think about how much food they need to take, what hotels they're going to stop at, what the roadmap is, what roads and highways they're going to travel on, whether or not the car needs fuel or needs maintenance beforehand. But most of us at least have some sense of awareness that preparation really does lead to great productivity. So whenever you give your clients, or rather, whenever you facilitate the process by which your clients can create their own step-by-step plans, they all of a sudden become clear, and there's a lot of magic in that. But now they need to stay focused. And here's the reason why. Because having a great plan, having a great vision, even gathering your resources is, we think, to be about 3 to 5% of the overall success. Most of the success is in the execution of that plan. So I hope that makes sense to you. And I know that you've seen that in your own life. You can help your clients, create this great vision for themselves from a diet's point of view and from an exercise point of view. But what's really important is that every day we get up with determination, with excitement toward executing the plan that we have put into place. On a weekly basis, that means we spend 1 hour a week at the start of the week developing our plan, or 15 minutes at the start of every day developing and reviewing our plan for that particular day, and the rest of the time we spend on executing the plan. And so it is with your clients. The rest of the time they spend on executing their plans and then revising the plans after periodic progress. So step number 5 of our coaching structure is the implementation and follow-up sessions. During these implementation and follow-up sessions, they're designed to help them stay on track. They continue with the trust and rapport building that you had during the coaching relationship, and I think most importantly, really demonstrates the value of continuing to work with you week after week after week, month after month, and even year after year. So, and that's because there's not just one implementation and follow-up session. There are several implementation and follow-up sessions. You can have business clarity questionnaire be done week 1 of a 90-day engagement, phase growth strategy week 2, business foundation profile week 3, 90-day growth plan week 4, and weeks 5 through 13 are implementation and execution follow-up sessions. And here's the really cool part about the framework that we have created. We mentioned this earlier, but this framework resets every 90 days. When they get to the end of a 90-day growth plan, then you begin the process all over again, a little quicker this time. You generally don't have to revisit the business clarity questionnaire, but you do revisit the phase growth strategy and touch base on the business foundation profile, and then we create another 90-day plan. This typically can be done in 1 or 2 coaching sessions, and then for the next 90 days, you have another 10 or 11 coaching sessions focused to help them stay on track and execute the program, the plans that you have helped them create for themselves. So that's it. Let's talk about how you can learn to become a business coach for yourself, get in-depth knowledge of how this business coaching program works, and bring that into your own business. We have a couple of different options for you. First of all, on December 3rd and December the 4th, that's Saturday and Sunday, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., that's 8 hours each day, we're offering the program on a weekend basis for those of you who are really, really busy during the week. We're also going to be offering the program on a weekday basis, currently scheduled now from Tuesday, December the 6th through Friday, December the 9th. That's 4 days, 4 o'clock to 8 p.m. each day. We may, of course, have future programs scheduled, but that's our current schedule. Either one of those options, depending upon what fits your schedule the best, and the price for this entire coaching system, which we'll review in detail here in a little bit, is only $997. It comes with the Word templates. It's Microsoft Word templates for the Business Clarity Questionnaire, for the Phased Growth Plan, for the Business Foundation Profile, and the 90-Day Growth Plan that you can use over and over again in your business as many times as you like, for your business and for your client's business. This system also comes with a money-back guarantee, a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's right. So you can go through our entire training program, and if you don't think it's helped you move your business forward significantly and will help you move your business forward significantly, and you don't think that you can use that to coach your clients, just let us know, because we don't want anybody out there, and I hope you don't either. You don't want anybody out there saying, I paid the money for something and it wasn't what I wanted. I didn't get the value of it. We'd much rather you understand that we are people of great integrity and authenticity, that we really do care about you, that we want you to succeed in every area of life. So if it happens that it turns out bad for you, then please let us know. And by the way, in the last 15 years, I've only had one client ask for the money back, and frankly, that was my fault, and that's never going to happen again. For those of you who want to sign up today, we're offering a bonus. For the first 10 signups, you're going to get a free coaching session. That means we're going to take you through the implementation coaching session and model the follow-up process for you, for your business, to help you keep track in your business. And that is a $250 value, because that's what we charge for every single coaching session that we have. So let's review. You get 16 hours worth of training. You get the license to use the Awaken CEO Business Growth Coaching System in your business and with your clients. You get an opportunity to win more business. You can turn a $1,500, you can turn a client into a $1,500 client, but even more importantly, those clients can become yours for years. I've got clients right now where we started with a $1,500 engagement, and it's turned out to be a $30,000 engagement because we've been doing this for years. They've been a $1,000 a month client for years, and you can do that as well because you're continuing to help your client readjust their plans. When they make progress, You reset the plans for the next phase of growth for the next 90 days, and you go after it again, and you do that every 90 days. So you can turn what may have been just a couple of $1,000 client into a client that's a $10,000 or a $20,000 client with you. And you have the opportunity to gain referral revenue whenever you run across the client that needs a business plan, that needs financial projections, that needs capital engineering, that needs an off-site 2-day session in a very intense strategic planning engagement with someone. We're happy to do that stuff. We'd love to do that stuff, and we'd love for you to be a referral partner with us. And that's all for only $997. So we really do encourage you to sign up today. All you have to do is go to www.lifecoachingonline.com /our-courses/business-coaching. We're going to leave that up there for a little bit. And I want you to remember that the first 10 signups get that free coaching session. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you've got any questions, I don't know if anybody's typed any into the chat log that are appropriate for us to talk about right now, but if you have any questions, I encourage you to call Stephanie May right now. She's the lady that was on before I came on today at 916-960-6983 and ask her your questions. We'll be happy to answer any and all questions that you might have about the business coaching system, the value it can bring to you for your business, and the value that it can bring for your clients. Stephanie, did we have any comments?
Wow. This is Barbara, and
Barbara. Good.
Hi, I was able to get on my phone. I've never had so much problems with GoToMeeting before, with GoToWebinar before. But I'm just, you know what, thank you so much for that presentation. It was amazing, and I'm sure that everyone can see the value here. It's terrific, and a free coaching session with you is amazing, and I've actually had the honor of experiencing this business coaching, the Clarity Package, and it was so helpful to get me focused on what I want to do next and where I want to take Wainwright Global. So I'm in deep gratitude for two things. One is for having had that session with you, and secondly, for you taking the time and effort to put together this program for these coaches to not only grow their own businesses, but also help other individuals grow their businesses. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I'll let Stephanie go ahead and get with the question.
Hi. I'm sorry, Paul, what were you asking me?
Over to you. Do we have any comments or questions or anything that you want to add for our presentation today?
I'd love to give a testimonial. Just as I said, y'all, I've been working with Paul for the last 3 years, but being able to be coaching with him and being mentored by him and using this system myself has helped me. My journey has been accelerated like crazy. I feel like I've been on a rocket ship the last couple of years. It's just an amazing thing, and I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart also for the opportunity of working with you and helping so many of our clients with the system. I love it.
Well, thank you for all those kind words. I really do appreciate it. You know, and Stephanie, by the way, is a really good example of someone that has successfully implemented this process of coaching to help other clients. She's very, very good as a coach about asking them, you know, what they want to do and what's important to them and what do they see their options to be, and you know, what if they chose this particular path, and getting them to create their own plans. I want to honor Barbara too. You know, I used to call myself a consultant and coach, but I really don't think I became a really great coach until I went through the Wainwright Global Coach Training Program just like, what was it, 3 or 4 months ago? It wasn't very long at all. It really helped me get really clear on the difference in between being a consultant and a coach. You know, and in my own mind now, a consultant is that we help our clients, you know, be successful through our efforts. You know, we put our fingers on the keyboard. We give advice to them about what our experience has been, you know, and we help them through our experience and through our efforts make progress in their business. But a coach, it's really about helping your clients discover their own greatness and manifest their own greatness, to access that by giving them permission, by giving them encouragement to figure it all out for themselves, to facilitate the process by which they access their own inner greatness. And I really love that distinction. I love that difference. It's really quite amazing. And so we have designed that into this program so that coaches, somebody with a really good coach's mindset, all they had to do was follow the process, and the client creates their own plans, and the client stays focused with your help because of the power of the process that I've created over the last 15 years as a business consultant, and really more or less over the last 50 years as I've worked in business for the last 50 years or so. I know I may seem younger than that, but I still have the enthusiasm of somebody that just graduated from high school or graduated from college. Golly gee, when you get tapped into spirit, when you get tapped into the joyful energy that's available to all of us, it can pay incredible benefits in your life. And I feel like I'm getting more tapped in every single day.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Paul. I love that. I didn't get a chance to introduce you or let people know how we got connected, but I would like to do that now. I met Paul in 2011, and we just met, and I got some great consulting from him it was a business meeting, and I got some great consulting from Paul, and it was amazing. And we kind of stayed in touch. We ran into each other up in Los Angeles in, I don't know, I think it was June maybe, and we decided we needed to work together. And so I got to go through his business clarity program with him, and it's brilliant. And you can see how learning these tools will help your clients get that clarity that they so need to be able to move forward with ease and grace. So thanks, Paul.
Well, thank you, Barbara. I really enjoyed that. I enjoy, like I said, I fall in love with almost every business owner that I ever met, and you're certainly one of them. So,
Thank you.
I just get excited. I get excited about the entrepreneurial spirit, what I call that questing spirit, just wanting to go for it. So it's really a pleasure to work with other entrepreneurs and other small business owners and do everything I can to help them be successful. And this program is absolute dynamite. It has, 100% track record of success since we finally figured this all out just a few years ago. So I'm very excited about that.
That's really brilliant. And I just want to say, one of your clients signed up for our coach training. We'll be taking it in December, but I just wanted to mention if you would just share a little bit about the success of that client, because that will give people an idea of what a coaching business can become. She's has a weight loss coaching company, and she's doing really well. She hires coaches to work for her, so she's clearly successful in that she's had to hire other coaches to help her. So if you wouldn't share a little bit about her, I think that would be great for our people here on the call.
I'd be happy to. I met, the name of the company, by the way, is Breakthrough M2. And they have a very sophisticated, very successful weight management, weight loss program. I ran into them about a year ago, started working with the owner there, a lovely lady named Nanette DeGroat. Started working with Nan in December of 2015, and we went through this exact process that I shared with you today. We started with the Business Clarity Questionnaire. We did the phase growth strategy. We went through the business foundation profile. We created the 90-day growth plan. And with her, by the way, we also went through and did a budgetary process. So one of the expertises I have, because I'm a part-time CFO and because I have a lot of experience with accounting and 50 years of business experience, is I do help clients set budgets. That, by the way, is not a coaching process as much as it is a consulting process. So, by the way, if you have the talent to do that, we have programs to help you do that for your clients as well. We just didn't share them with you today. But with her, we went through a budgeting process. And every single week for the last, 50 weeks or so, we've been on the phone with each other, helping her stay clear and helping her stay focused. We've redone her 90-day growth plan now 4 times, and she's into the most recent 90-day growth plan, which is October, November, December here of 2015, and her business is going like crazy. You know, she doubled her business from 2013 to 2014. She doubled it again from 2014 to 2015. I think we're going to double it again in 2016. She's bought a new building. She's making a lot of money in her business because it's going so well, because her program's going so well. And she just loves those weekly calls with me where we get on the phone and talk about the things that we talk about, you know, when we do the implementation coaching. You know, what's going well, what's not going well, and how are you doing on each one of the 3 to 5 goals that we have established in our 90-day growth plan. So thank you for inviting me to share that information. But that is an excellent example of how a client where we started out with a $1,500 engagement has become one to where now they're $1,000, maybe even a little bit more, you know, dollar a month client of ours because of the power of the system that we have implemented for them.
That's right. I mean, you've helped them make money, and there's no reason why they're not going to continue. And the way that you help them make money is helping them get the clarity of where they want to go and what they want to do. So it's really brilliant. I'm so excited for all of our students here to get access to this content and to be able to roll it out and do great things for small businesses out there. And knowing that they have you, Paul, in their pocket, as I'll say, you know, it's like, hey, I've got an ace in my pocket. His name's Paul Hoyt. He's a consultant who's been doing it for years and years. And if you need a little extra nudge, you can get this consultant here to give you that lift that you need. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
It is. It's great. You know, I mean, one of the things that you want to know is that you got the ongoing support that you need to be really great at this. And with you, they've got you, you know, like I said, an ace in the pocket. So it's wonderful.
Well, we look forward, I know on behalf of Stephanie, we look forward to seeing you at either the weekend training coming up the weekend of December 3rd and 4th or the weekday training the following week so that you can gain benefit from the business coaching system for your own business, and you can have the new tools in your bag of tricks for 2017 to bring out to your clients. I think it would be really great in 2017 to show up at your next networking meeting, you know, saying that, wow, I went through this fantastic business coaching program. Let me tell you about how it can help you, you know, lighten the load, how it can help you shorten the journey, how it can help you grow stronger, and how it can help you be happier in the process of growing your business, how we can help you get clear and stay focused so that you can grow faster, be stronger, gain wisdom, have more peace and harmony in your life in the process. So,
and that was your sales pitch, folks, right there. So for you and your business, you get ready to go out and market yourself. You just got your script.
That's right. It's yes, we're getting very clear on that. And by the way, marketing is a challenge for every business. We're getting very clear on the way that we bring value to the clients so that now you can get clear on the way that you can bring value to your clients. We help them get clear, stay focused, and grow faster. We want to do that for you too. I feel complete. Anybody else have anything, closing remarks, any questions before we say goodbye and invite people to sign up again and meet us for the training programs here in a week or two?
That's awesome. I would love to see you in the class. And if you go to the website, lifecoachtrainingonline.com, click on our courses, and you'll see the business coaching course, and you can click that, and it'll take you right to the sign-up sheet.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We really appreciate the opportunity to work with Barbara and her entire team and her network of people. Thanks to Stephanie May for facilitating this call today. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the training sessions that follow. Thank you. And as I always say, until we meet again, have a marvelous and most prosperous day. Bye-bye.
Bye.